Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. It's Dana Banana. We're just gonna jump right into this. I am doing an Empties, like stuff I've hit pan on, stuff I'm almost out of, or stuff I'm completely out of, and if I plan on repurchasing it or not. I've honestly never done one of these, but a lot of times people do ask me like, do you plan on repurchasing this once you're out of it? So here I am to let you know a bunch of things that I am almost out of and if I plan on repurchasing it. The first thing I'm going to talk about is this Palmer's coconut water. It's got like a really long name, but this is a moisturizer that I found at CVS not very long ago, and I was kind of hesitant because so many people on Twitter say like coconut oil really isn't good for your skin, la la la, and I don't use like pure coconut oil on my face, but I know that it does work for some people. So I was like, you know what, but this is coconut water. I think it may have some coconut oil in it. Don't really know what's the difference, but all I know is that I am absolutely repurchasing this. It is the best thing for my dry skin. I have extremely dry skin and I've been desperate to find something that is like super moisturizing on my skin. So the thing I like about this is at first when I put it on, it feels like water-based. So I don't know if you've never used a water-based moisturizer, it kind of feels like when you put it on it immediately dries down and then you don't really feel much moisturizing effects after that. But with this one it feels like you're putting on a water-based primer, but then you can feel it's not super greasy, but it's slightly like oily on your skin, you can kind of feel, and it doesn't last forever, but it does, like if I put it on before I go to bed and when I wake up my skin is just so freaking soft and like glowy and moisturized, and this is really inexpensive. So I definitely, I need to try to see online if maybe they have a bigger jar, because I went through this like really quickly and it smells amazing if you like coconut. But yeah, definitely repurchasing this. Okay, this is another lotion, but it's not like facial skincare, it's more like body skincare, and it's the Sleepy Body Lotion from Lush. I am completely out of this, and I've got a little bit left, but I purchased this. This is actually my fourth or fifth jar of this, and so obviously I will be repurchasing this. It does leave a slight oily residue, but with dry skin, like I said before, I don't mind that oily residue. I honestly feel like it just moisturizes my skin a little bit more. And it smells like lavender and vanilla, I think. I don't know, it's like, it says drift off into slumber with sweet lavender scented skin. And it does have a lavender, like vanilla kind of scent, and smells so amazing. Like I can't fall asleep now without it. Just like the scent just relaxes me. But I also put it on during the day too because I just love the scent. And I used to hate lavender, but the way this is like a sweet lavender, oh my gosh, so amazing. So freaking amazing. Definitely repurchasing. Okay, before we get into makeup, one more thing. This is a perfume. The Ariana Grande Cloud perfume. Beautiful, beautiful. I love Ariana Grande. Love her so freaking much. This has become my favorite perfume. I'm a big fan of Dolce & Gabbana Light Blue and Prada Candy. Those are like my two favorites. But there's something about this one that just smells so good, and every time I wear it people ask what I have on. And now I actually have two bottles of this. I'm out of this one and I'm almost out of this one. I bought this one and then I got this one as a Christmas gift, and I mean I go through perfume pretty quickly just because I'm a little like I overdo it, but it's really like compared to the Dolce & Gabbana or the Prada Candy, it's really not that expensive, and it's like a sweet floral kind. I don't know, is it floral? I don't know what it smells like, but it's good. It's amazing. Obviously, I will be repurchasing that. Let's get into makeup. I'm going to try to do it in order like as I would do my face. First, I'll talk about eye primer. This is the Makeup Revolution Cut Crease Canvas, and I've talked about this multiple times before, so you guys probably already know I am repurchasing this, and I am almost completely out of this. The only thing I don't like is that, like, once you run low, you know, there's really nothing you can do to get that, like, excess, which you could definitely use for at least a few more uses, but that's okay because this is really inexpensive, and this actually lasted me a good bit, like a good while, because since I did my first video on this, I've been using it for almost every single look that I do. I have confusing eyelids. Sometimes they're oily and sometimes they're dry, but most of the time, even if they start out dry, throughout the day they'll get kind of oily, especially depending on the eyeshadow. Like Anastasia Beverly Hills, the Modern Renaissance palette, gets so oily. Even not after a long time of wear, it gets oily, but when I use this, I do not have that issue at all with oily eyelids. It dries down pretty matte, and it's just easy to work on. It gives that extremely flawless base, and it makes my eyeshadows last forever, and it's like $9, I think. I don't know. I'll link everything down below, but absolutely worth the money. It is like, you're supposed to be able to use this little brush they have. Mine is frayed, but I don't use that. It's kind of thick for me, but I do use it to like apply it on my lid, but then I still get like a smaller brush or a sponge to blend it out. But that's no biggie. I will definitely be repurchasing this. Next is face primer. I've got two of them. So the first one is the Hard Candy Sheer Envy Coconut Water Primer Stick. Please excuse my self-tan hands. I don't know like what happened. This little part was not there the other day. Don't know what's going on with it. Whatever. This primer stick, obviously out, I really like. It doesn't do anything like for the pore area, but for the rest of my face I really do like it. I've already repurchased this before. This is my second one, and it's a really good primer. It's so freaking cooling on your skin. It feels so good. I actually really like the Hard Candy primer sticks. I also use their Stick It to Pores one. I do like to combine these, use this one all over my face and this one like right here where I have the most visible pores, and they're both really good, and my makeup looks really amazing on top of this, and it's super inexpensive, so most likely I will repurchase this. Okay, the other primer base thing that I have is the Makeup Revolution Pro Base Aqua Priming Base. So I really did like this one. I don't know, it felt like really moisturizing on my skin, but once I tried the Hard Candy Coconut Water primer spray thing, I don't have the bottle for it anymore. I bought 3 of those and I'm out again. That is my go-to one that I will repurchase because I feel like it gives like a nice sticky base for your makeup, and when I use that, honestly, I don't use any other primer, and I love it. Like, to me, that's the best spray primer base you can get. This one, I don't feel like it does much. Like, I mean, it does feel slightly moisturizing, but other than that, like, I haven't noticed any special difference with the way my makeup looks or anything like that. Yeah, but I probably won't be repurchasing this. I'll just put some water in it and use this bottle to wet my brushes. This is the Maybelline Superstay Multi-Use Foundation Stick. This one right here. Oh, look. Yeah, I'm out of that. Almost. I could probably actually dig in there and get a good bit. Now, this foundation is incredible. It's absolutely amazing. I love the way my makeup looks when I have it on my face. It's just stunning, but the amount of product you get is absolutely not worth it. It goes so quickly. Like, I want to say, I mean, I like full coverage, so I just have a habit of, like, you know, adding quite a bit, and it lasted like maybe 6 or 7, like max. It lasted max 10 uses, and that's just not okay with me. It's not like the most inexpensive, and it's definitely not the most expensive, but still, it's just not worth it. You know, it's not worth like driving to the store every time you do your makeup 10 times. I mean, you probably go to the store more often than that, but I'm just saying it's not worth it. Like, I really like it. I absolutely love this. Maybe if you wear makeup like a few times a year, you would consider this, because I mean, it's a beautiful foundation, really, really nice, but I won't be repurchasing. The other foundation is the Maybelline Superstay liquid foundation. I will absolutely be repurchasing this. I'm not going to go into too much detail about it because I talk about it in so many of my videos. I love this foundation. It's amazing. I recommend it to everyone when they ask what's a good drugstore foundation. It's just full coverage. It's beautiful. It lasts all day. I reach for this more than most of my high-end foundations. So yeah, I will definitely be repurchasing this. And actually, I have more up there, but I am out of this shade. This is like my self-tan shade. This is the buff beige, and I need more of this. Concealer. I honestly have so many concealers that it was really hard to find an empty one, but the one empty I do have is the Tarte Shape Tape, or at least it's almost empty. Yeah, there's still like a little bit in there, but I've talked about this before. It's really good coverage, but to me it's just way too drying. Not something I like. Whenever I wear it, even if I put the tiniest amount on, my makeup just looks cakey and just horrible. Like, I am not a fan of this. I know so many people are, but I don't like. If I want a full coverage concealer, I'm most likely going to reach for my Too Faced Born This Way concealer, because it's very similar to this, except not nearly as drying. And the reason this is out is because for a while I was using it for my eyeshadow base, which is nice, like it works well for that, but you don't need to pay, I think this is like $28. $28 just to use it as an eye base, because honestly I think a dupe for this, like a full-on dupe, is the e.l.f. Camo Concealer. That one does oxidize pretty bad, but it's still super full coverage, and I've used it as an eye base and it works really well. So yeah, I would just reach for that one instead of wasting your money on this. I mean, not wasting your money, because some people really do like this and it's really good for some people, but me with dry skin, just no, definitely not repurchasing it. Next is powder. A lot of these aren't new. Like, a lot of these are just stuff I use a lot or have used a lot. So this powder is the NYX #NoFilter, and it's like, on the box it said like, stay matte not flat, so it like mattifies your skin, but it's still like, it has a bit of a sheen to it. Not a sheen, I don't know. It's a really nice powder. I literally have like hardly anything left. I definitely will be repurchasing this, but every time I go into Ulta, this shade is out. They don't have many shades. They have like, I think, a few shades. This is the light beige, and I love this powder. Whenever I am stocked up on it, that's pretty much all I use. It's just a really good powder. It makes me stay like matte-ish all day, but it doesn't like get cakey or anything like that. I feel like it's a really good setting powder for people with dry skin that do kind of get oily in certain spots during the day, because it's not going to dry you out, but it'll also kind of keep you matte in those problem oily areas. So definitely repurchasing this bad boy. Okay, for another compact powder, I honestly haven't mentioned this much on my channel, but it is the Makeup Forever Pro Finish Powder. Let me show you how much I love this, because I feel like showing you the pan is really what proves how much I enjoy something. And so when something looks like this, you know I love it. I stopped using this for a while because the shade is pretty dark and it only matches me when I'm really self-tanned, like freshly self-tanned. But as you can tell, when I am self-tan, I use the hell out of this, and I've been self-tan a lot lately. So, and this is my absolute favorite compact setting powder. Okay, wait, I just said that this was my favorite. I'm confused now, but I think it's okay. I haven't used this in a while because I'm out and I can't find it at my Ultas. It's always out. So then I go to this. Honestly, I don't know which one I like more, but I'm definitely repurchasing both of these. But I don't know which one I like more. I really, really like this one, like a lot. I feel like it just makes my face so flawless. Once I put this powder on, it's just my face is just like looks airbrushed. It's such a good powder and it photographs really, really well too. So yeah, we'll be repurchasing this. So I've got so many freaking eyeshadow palettes and it's like very rare that I hit pan on some, just, you know, before like I get something new and obsess over that. But there's two palettes that I want to mention that I have been obsessed with. I've hit pan on, not all of the colors, but a lot of the colors. Y'all already know what I'm going to mention, the Carnival palette. Everybody, every time I bring this up in a video, people talk about how many colors I've hit pan on. That's how you know somebody likes a palette, when it looks like this, or even worse than this. But this is my all-time favorite palette of all time. That sounded weird. And I will repurchase this again and again and again and again and again. It's amazing. Obviously, I freaking love it. There's not much else I can say about it. Yeah. Okay, for mascara, this is the Essence Get Big Lashes. I absolutely love this mascara. This was recommended to me on Twitter and I bought it and I fell in love immediately. I know I always talk about my Lancome Monsieur Big mascara that I'm in love with. That's my all-time favorite mascara and it just makes my little puny lashes look amazing. But this one does a pretty darn good job. It's one of the blackest drugstore mascaras I've ever used. I really do like wands like this. My Lancome mascara has a similar wand to this. I fancy these, really. I prefer these wands. I really like them. So yes, and it's super, super inexpensive. Essence is so, so inexpensive. So I'll definitely be repurchasing this one. This is the Stila Stay All Day. This is so random. This is Stila Stay All Day in Baci, B-A-C-I. I think I always say that wrong. But this, I'm just going to say it, I'm definitely repurchasing. This is my second bottle of this. This is my all-time favorite liquid lipstick ever. Ever. Nothing will ever go on top of this. Like, nothing will ever beat this in my eyes. Not only the formula, I love the Stila Stay All Day formulas. They really do stay all day. They stay matte. I mean, they're matte, they're creamy, not drying at all. They're just an amazing liquid lipstick. If you haven't tried them and you feel like splurging on some liquid lipsticks, I do recommend these. Now, this shade is just absolutely amazing. I feel like it goes with almost any look I do, and it goes well. It goes good on so many skin tones. Like I've said before, I wore this on my wedding day. That's how you know I really like it. And all of my bridesmaids wore it. It looked amazing on all of them. And all of them had very different skin tones. And it just looked amazing on everyone. And actually the other day I was in Ulta. And this girl that worked there was just walking around. And I noticed her lipstick caught my eye. And I was like, oh my god, what is that? And she said this one. And I was like, oh my god. Like, even on other people, I fall in love with it all over again. I will forever repurchase this. This will always be in my makeup drawer. Always. Always. Okay guys, so that is all. I don't normally do videos like this. I've never done this exact video, so I hope I did it right. I hope you enjoyed it. If you do enjoy videos like this, I'm like talking, not necessarily doing makeup, just like informing you of things, I guess you could say, let me know in the comments, because honestly, I could be more consistent with my content if I knew that you guys liked this type of stuff, because a lot of times I'm like, no, I need to do my makeup. I need to do something on my face, so they'll watch. And those videos take longer to film, longer to edit. But I mean, I would love to do more talking videos like this. If you guys are interested, just please let me know down in the comments, because I would love to know, because if so, I will definitely add more of these types of videos to my channel. So yeah. Don't forget to give this a thumbs up also if you liked it. And don't forget to subscribe. I love you guys so much. Bye!